I've studied hundreds of ancient marketing directives, searching for hidden knowledge, forgotten knowledge, okay? I dug into the work of godfathers like David Ogilvy, Gary Halbert, Joe Sugarman, the guys who were generating millions before Facebook ads even existed. Back when advertising lived in newspapers, magazines, and direct mail. And yeah, there, I found it. I found one method, okay? A method that's outperforming our video ads right now. A method that's getting us a 6x return on ad spend on cold traffic. A method that's absolutely cooking for our clients right now. It's called outcome-driven static ads. Yes sir, and in this video I will show you exactly what outcome-driven static ads are and how they will put you ahead of 90% of your competitors. Let's get into it. Yeah, I gotta admit, I was never the biggest fan of static ads, but I got proven so wrong. And the reason for that is I didn't know how a good looking static actually looked like. And after learning it, we now actually see statics consistently outperforming our video ads across 4 different clients in 4 completely different niches. Every single time we follow this exact static ad formula, and we simply copy the idea and we copy the winning static. And at the end of this video, I will show you the winning static. Okay, I've got a bunch of statics here prepared, and I will show you which of these is the winner that you can simply copy and plug into your campaigns. Okay, with the same messaging, we've literally copied this static out, and it has absolutely crushed across 4 different clients and 4 different niches. And as you can see, statics right now are booking us calls for around $124, while videos are booking them for $400 or sometimes for $200, right? But statics are nearly 2.6 times more effective and get us a 2.6x higher ROAS. As you can see, for another client, it's 2.3x. Static is more efficient per call than video. Same short, half the CPR. Okay, so the leads, and so many people say statics only attract low quality leads. No, guys, it's your messaging. Okay, our leads are higher quality than the leads that come from the videos. As you can see, this one here is the static campaign, lower cost than the video campaign. As you can see, another one, static webinar, lower cost. Okay, it's absolutely ripping. Another one, complete registration static, and this is videos. Okay, video is $2 more expensive than the static campaign. So statics are absolutely killing it right now. I've tested it across so many different clients. Always the exact same thing. When we follow this formula, it's ripping. So I want to give this knowledge to you as well in this video. Okay, so I just want you to internalize I just want you to visualize what this actually means for you and means for your campaigns. So let's say our videos right now got the 3.1x ROAS on our campaigns. Okay, we are profitable on the videos, obviously, right? But after launching these static campaigns, and we first started with 20 to 30% of the budget, but now we're shifting more than 50% of the entire campaign budgets on these statics because they're so much more effective. Okay, and as you can see, our ROAS then, when we multiply this times 2.6, is 8.06 on an overall statics ROAS. Okay, so an 8x ROAS on the static campaign. So let's say we put $10,000 in the video campaign, we would get $31,000 out. But with the static campaign, we're getting $80,000 out for every dollar that for $10,000 that we put in the static campaign. This is a massive difference of 50K. Okay, I'm not saying this will work for you as well. I'm not saying this is this way for each of our clients, but as you can see, it definitely works once you found the winning messaging. And obviously for the statics, you need to iterate. You need to see which is the winning messaging for you. And when the statics are performing better, double down on it. We double down on it right now because they're performing better than our videos. Why shouldn't we, right? And we would hate money if we didn't. So when you also think about the return on investment time, and this is it's time and money, guys. This is a huge reason, another huge reason for running static ads. Like with videos, okay, I see this. Like when I'm scripting the ad, okay, I script the ad for my client. It takes me, I don't know, 1 day. Let's say 1 day scripting 20, 30 ads, okay? Then I send these ads over to our clients to record them. The clients might be doing some stuff. They're not always they obviously also run their business, so it takes the client on average 2 to 3 days when we talk about 30 ads, it takes them maybe 4 days or 3 days to get everything rolling. Okay. Then we need to send it to the editors. The editors, depending on the ads, if they should be highly edited or not. Mostly we don't do highly edited ads because we see the content native ads perform better. They also take another 3 days to edit these. Okay. Then I need to revise them another 1 day. So we are already 1 week in until we get our ads out, okay? And especially when working with clients, these results don't always match our expectations. Maybe the client has recorded an ad, even though we've given him the instructions another way than we wanted it, and it's not always matching our expectations. But with statics, especially when you copy the Claude GPT solution that I've presented in another video here on this channel, you can definitely check it out. But check this video here out first, because it makes no sense to create the statics if you don't have an idea what a good static actually looks like and why statics are winning. I could create 100 statics right now, but if none of these is good, it makes no sense. With this maximum, it takes 5 minutes ideation, generally way quicker. I'm saying I can churn out statics in 5 minutes right now, easy, okay? Copywriting, 5 minutes maximum. It takes like 1 minute for me right now. AI image generation, 5 minutes maximum when you need to iterate, also takes 1 minute. So literally maximum 15 minutes per statics. If you really need to start with this right now, you don't have a winning angle, you don't have a winning messaging, you want to get really, really creative. And you can literally churn out hundreds of creatives in hours, and they exactly match your expectations, because with AI, you can right now entirely, I don't know what all these thumbnails designers or whoever are still doing, because they literally get, like, they are no longer needed. I don't know who still needs a designer when he has AI and he can have two AI tools talk to each other. Let Claude give the perfect prompt to GPT, but that's another topic. A lot of people might be asking right now, wait, Simon, aren't statics attracting lower quality leads? As I said, short answer, if your copy and your marketing angles suck, yeah, then it just gets worse, because obviously with a static, you have something like a dart, okay? And with a video, you're throwing a football. Maybe like in the video, we just have a broader scope, okay? And they can endure less precise targeting and worse marketing copy, because it's just more, okay? It's 50 seconds of someone talking to the camera, maybe 2 minutes sometimes even, okay? They can endure worse copy at certain parts, but statics have to be so dialed in, and they are a dart, and you want to hit the bullseye, okay? You only have one shot with your headline, with your subheadline, with your CTA. It's one headline, okay? These can be 5 words. Subheadline, another 4 or 5 words. CTA, 3 to 4 words. And your copy must talk directly to your ICP and hit them from the right angle, okay? So statics need precise targeting. This is so important. I really want you to think about this way. We have our headline, we have our subheadline, and we have our CTA, and we have our visual. So when this is our static, we have here headline, subheadline, visual. You don't always need a visual. I'm a big fan of visuals, and I will show you right now the winning formula in a second, okay? And then you have your CTA, and all this together with the background image is your targeting, and you really want to hit that bullseye here, okay? Now, with that being said, what you can do, and what I always do for the statics, I do a 3-second test. So your static must look clean, have a clear headline, must be visually pleasant, okay? And you should be able to understand the idea of the static within 3 seconds. Can you understand the idea of this static in 3 seconds? No, you can't. But I see so many statics out there. I literally just uploaded a reel on my Instagram channel analyzing statics like this. Can you get the message of this static in 3 seconds? You can. I don't sell my products, I sell these. And he points at the products. Oh, this is targeting someone who wants to sell products on Amazon. It has a logo, okay? Boring name brand products, real distributors, free workshop, right? It has a huge headline. The most important copy is here. It takes 30%, okay? It has one idea per ad, that he doesn't invent his own products. He sells these. It has less text, less elements, and the images, like the products here, align with the audience, okay? Now, there are different ad formats that we could have in mind, okay? Different ad formats, bunch of ad formats. I've tested all of them, and I always see the one-on-one, the square ones, perform the best. I put them in an ad set with the Instagram native ones, with the story ones, okay, where with 916, this is what I do as well. I don't do portrait. I don't do landscape video. I really only do square and Instagram style, and I always see these perform the best. However, the Instagram ones have a huge stop scrolling potential. So if your copy there is really good, And if you want to split test, these can work as well. However, the square ones lean more into the algo, because when you think about targeting, it allows Meta to put your ad on all of the different placements. The story ones generally only perform well on the Instagram story and reel targeting, and these also perform well in the home feed and the search feed and so on, the square ones. So they're generally better, okay? Because you lean into the algo, and the algo has more options to bring your ads out to people who are more likely to convert, okay? So these generally work better. However, when you position the copy here, okay, and the most important elements here, let's say 3 words of copy here, maybe an image, then the stories can perform well as well, because they can also then hit the home feed placements in a good way. Now it's time for the winning static ad template, and there are a bunch of different static ads, okay? So first off, you want to make sure you always have the 3-second test, you have the right format, okay? And you make sure, like, I can't say if your static is good. I can just say if it's visually good, but I can't say if the copy is good if I don't know who your ICP is, okay? So everything here depends on the marketing angles, on the ICP that you're selecting and how you want to hit them. Now, what we generally do, one static that's performing extremely well is the comparison static. There are different ways of doing it. So for example, for one of our clients who is selling an Amazon business offer, we have the comparison with dropshipping, because a lot of people heard about dropshipping. You want to think about, is there a model in your space that a lot of people might have tried that is a bit more in market? You can see I'm not saying trading here, I'm not saying SMMA here, I'm saying drop shipping and wholesale, both Amazon models, more in market, okay? And a lot of people who come to us, we get this feedback from a sales team, are also interested about doing drop shipping, and we want to say why wholesale is better than drop shipping. And then we have a easy comparison. Still drop shipping in 2026, there's a better model, Curiosity, okay? Lower risk, real products, Amazon ships in 2 days, 30% ROI, $0 in ad paid every 2 weeks, versus chargebacks, $500 a day in ad spend, 8 to 20% margins, 30 to 45 shipping. And it's true. And register for the free workshop. Everyone who might be interested or who might be comparing models will click on this ad. Okay, we throw rocks at enemies. We have a huge CTA, and we compare the old way versus the new way. Another way of doing that is by doing a ranking approach. What we also have here, ranking ways to sell on Amazon. No, brand direct wholesale. No. Another one is doing a chart. Don't invest in stocks. We have a chart because we're talking about stocks. We want to target people who might thinking about investing in stocks. This is why we have a chart. Invest in learning one skill, and then you see, oh, one skill here, oh, S&P 500 here. Okay, best investment is the one that pays you. Join my free life workshop. Easy, okay? Now, another ad format that is destroying is the opportunity ad. This can be an urgency ad or an opportunity ad where you want to sell the economics of the model. A lot of people you need to hit people from different angles. And this is an ad where you sell the opportunity. And we have here $328 billion paid to Amazon sellers. Paid to third-party sellers, average seller annual revenue, are you getting your piece? And we have a qualifier here. You need 3 to 5K to start, because we're throwing in huge numbers here. This is always very, very important. This is selling the industry, okay? Then what we have as well is this big idea ads. I already showed you this one where you can see the headline takes 30% of the ad. And you really want to have one idea per ad. So the idea here, I don't sell my products, I don't invent products, I plug into products. The idea is my suppliers aren't on Google. I have another strategy of finding them, okay? Very simple design, one headline, okay, visual, one quick sub headline here, CTA. Another one here, one emotion, 100K frozen, 2 months no Amazon. Here's the email that got my Amazon account back. And then we have a nice email here, okay, registered. Another one, don't gamble on a new product, sell one proven by thousands of reviews. And then we have something like a product here, okay, with some reviews, and register for the free workshop. Now, these are one idea ads. This is where you have your product angle, supplier angle, getting your account suspended angle, a bunch of different angles that you want to test here, okay? Notes ads, another ad format, proof of concept, list format, as you can see, products I would sell. It's a very content native ads. Like, these are ads that we're running. We're running them also on the 916 and the one-on-one placement, okay? And they look so native. This is the simple notes apps. People think it's a note screenshot. I generate these with AI, but I generate you something like a 3-step guide or so. Next one, tweet ads. Okay, this looks like a tweet. It's also AI generated. It stops the scroll. It's a native tweet format. This is winning for one of our clients. Absolutely winning at tweet ad, stops the scroll. People read it actually, and it's a long form copy piece. And long form copy is generally very, very good to convert people. We're hooking them in with the tweet format, and then the copy converts them. Okay. Now, IG story ads, 916 placements. As you can see, we have comment pin ads as Amazon Dad in 2026, exclusively story placement. They are very great to interrupt the scroll. They look so native. People don't think that it's actually an ad. Then get your CPMs down. Okay, very, very great format that you can definitely try. We run it. Then we have a visual pattern interrupt here. All e-commerce is that, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay, this is the black screen, white text pattern interrupt. I prefer these ads here a bit more because these look way more native. This looks like when I'm scrolling through Instagram, this one would look even more native for me. This one is just visual pattern interrupt, black screen. And yeah, we have proof-led ads where we show student wins. As you can see here, biggest shipment and so on, discount student win. Also a great way of visually showing client results, especially if you retargeting leads more and more. We have some workshop results and so on. I ideally don't like to choose income here. I like to choose something like units when I'm doing Amazon, or for example, ROAS when I'm doing marketing, just metrics that are a bit more in market and they're not just money. I want to make money. We have another ad, transformation ad, where we use 2 pictures. We show the difference from 1 supplier to 30 suppliers, learn my system, register for the workshop. And yeah, guys, because you waited until the end, I will show you the ad that is absolutely destroying for us right now. This simple ad, 3 objects ad, okay? It's 1 to 3 suppliers can replace your income. I don't know what it does with the viewer, but seeing these 3 items is, I don't know, like people just resonate with this. And then we have a subheadline without this, without this, without this, and we show them some images here. It's absolutely destroying. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is the winning format, okay? And I've reiterated this with 1 to 3 web shops can replace your income. It's destroying for other e-commerce clients. 1 to 3 brand deals can replace your income, and so on. And iterated the images, iterated the design. And this is the angle that we don't dialing down on right now. So definitely try it. Okay, definitely try it. But for other clients, other ads are performing better. For example, the tweet ad and so on. You just need to put all of them in an ad set, see what works, then take this angle, put it in a separate ad set with a bunch of iterations, and hit it, scaling, really force the spend on there, and that's how you scale. And that's why static ads right now, how they are able to generate as a 2.6x higher ROAS than videos. Yeah, with that being said, guys, if you want to learn how all of this actually works, if you want to learn how you can plug into this right now with us designing UU static ads, then leave me a follow on Instagram and shoot me a DM, okay? Or book in a free strategy call with me, growinginfo.com, and we can implement all of this for you tomorrow. Now, with that being said, guys, take care. Appreciate the time. Leave a follow, leave a like, and see you.